What is going on, everybody? It's Coach Lewis back again with you with a special guest. I'm very excited about this one. We have yoga today. Now, most people haven't experienced yoga, so I'm very excited about what we're about to get into. So, wait a couple minutes, get started. Hopefully, everybody's enjoying their day. I mean, let me tell you, it is perfect outside today. Absolutely perfect outside today. So hopefully you can take in some fresh air, beautiful breeze, low humidity. I'm very excited for what's about to happen today. Obviously got my shirt tucked in. That means business. So we'll wait a few minutes for my special guest to join me. And just give you a little background about yoga. Yoga is great, like I said, for the core stretching, being aware of your body parts, which is great. And that will give you just the awareness that you need in golf. So, very excited about our special guest. And, yeah, this is going to be such a great thing for this evening. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Like I said, beautiful day outside today. So, can't wait to get started. Get started and going. Coach Rebecca, hello, welcome. Hopefully you have your mat available or some carpet to do some yoga. Very nice. Well, we are excited too. I know this can help my golf game personally, so I'm very excited. Hopefully it hit it straighter and longer. Remember, people, feel free to comment, send us videos on what you're doing with our current classes, our virtual classes. You know, we have our putting madness on the way, so we're very excited for kids to join and do that. I know I'm super excited to see this bracket. So, and hopefully you were with us for the fitness class. It was tough. It wasn't easy. It was a challenge. So glad you can join me now at the new time at 1 p.m. every day. Monday through Saturday, and it's going to be a great time. It's going to be a great time. So if you did miss us, we worked out the core. The core is for longevity, longevity in our lives and our livelihoods. Once the core goes, everything else kind of goes. So just make sure that you work out your core, and like I said, it's for longevity. So this is going to be awesome. All right, I'm going to wait for my special guest to join me. I'm working on my swing, trying to get some new things implemented in my swing. I'm excited to get back outside and start shooting at some flags, hitting some bombs like Phil. This will be Masters week, so hopefully you can catch up on some Masters highlights from different years. It's definitely, this is my favorite time of the year. Obviously the Masters is not being played this year because everybody's under quarantine, but man, it's just such a special event. And I know for the Northeast people out there, that's when we know golf has arrived. When the Masters has come, golf season has arrived. Case Face, what's happening? Glad you can join us for yoga. Very excited. We're just going to give our guests a few more minutes to get on with us. Very excited to have her. Like I said, I'm very excited for doing this yoga. I know it's going to help my golf game. Let's just stretch a little bit, shall we? As we wait for our guest to arrive. Maybe stretch, give it a little butterfly, Oh. See what we got. All right. We are. see what we got here.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I did it. Yay.
Yay.
Hi,
Well,
how are
welcome. Welcome. We're very excited to have you today, so appreciate you giving up your time. We know that you are accomplished in this area, so why don't you just give a little background on yourself, who you are, what you do, and after that, we're ready to roll.
Sure. Thanks for putting up with my difficulties getting connected. It's so nice to meet you and to be here. My first name is Becca, and I've been teaching yoga for over 3 years.
Nice.
And most of the time I teach to folks that are newer to yoga. And I'm also an athlete myself. I'm an endurance athlete. I do a lot of running.
Wow, that's great.
So I'm really happy to be here.
Well, I'm your perfect student today. I've never had yoga ever in my life. I know that it can.
Oh my God, that's so exciting!
I know it can help my golf game as I read so many magazines, and I know a couple of PGA Tour players, LPGA Tour players do it at the highest level. So we're all very excited to learn from you.
Wonderful. I'm so happy to be here. Yeah, just in case, like you said, you're newer to yoga, yoga is just another way to exercise and to keep our minds and our bodies healthy.
Absolutely.
So we'll start with some warm-ups.
Okay.
We'll do some strengthening and some balance, and then we'll do a cool down.
Absolutely.
Does that work for you?
Of course. Of course.
Okay. And let me know if along the way something doesn't make sense, since you're newer and I might be saying something that needs more clarification.
Sure.
So just a reminder that feel free to move in any way that makes sense for you. Feel free to make this your own or to follow along with me. And then the theme for today is to focus on what we can control. So in like today's world, there's a lot that we cannot control, but there is a lot that we can control, just like in golf. So we can control the way that we show up for ourselves. We can control the way that we talk to ourselves, that we treat ourselves, and we can control what we spend our energy on and what we spend our free time doing.
Absolutely. Energy and attitude is the only thing that we can control. So that's definitely a great point.
Yeah, totally. Awesome. Well, if you're ready,
I'm ready.
A space that you can move around.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I hope that you can see me from back here.
Yeah.
So we'll start standing, if that works for you.
Yep.
You can also do this seated.
Okay.
We'll just stand with our arms by our sides, and we'll do some neck stretches. So release one ear to one shoulder. You can then release the chin to the chest. And then the other way, and we'll come all the way back up. We'll go in the opposite direction, so release the ear to the shoulder. Release the chin to the chest. And the other way. And then we'll come all the way back up. We'll do some shoulder rolls. We'll bring the shoulders up to the ears, back behind us and down towards the ground. You can make this bigger movement if you want. You can incorporate your arms or just your shoulders. We can also do this with the breath. If you'd like, you can inhale, roll the shoulders up, and exhale, roll the shoulders back. Maybe one more time. Inhale, roll the shoulders up, and exhale, roll the shoulders back. Coach Sean told Casey, who told me that when you golf, the shoulders, the back, and the quads can get tight. So we're going to get into those spots, but
Great.
Let me know if there's other places you want to stretch today.
Okay.
Are there other places you want to stretch today, Coach Lewis?
You know, personally for me, since you're my new coach now, I always have some lower back issues because we are moving the trunk, so maybe some of that, but definitely the shoulders, you know, back and hamstrings are definitely tight for, I think, all golfers collectively.
Okay, yeah, we'll do some back stretches at the end.
Sure.
So let me know if something doesn't feel good in your body as we go through.
Okay.
So now we'll move the spine. Option to interlace your fingers and press them forward, and then reach them all the way up. And then arch your back, maybe look up. And then we can take the opposite shape. We'll bring the palms towards the camera and round the upper back. So kind of taking like a rounded shape. We can do this with our breath or not. If you want, with the breath, you can inhale, reach up, arch the back, maybe look up, and then exhale, round. This feels good to me, hunched over my computer, learning all day.
Oh, yeah, this feels
Maybe
great.
one more time with breath. Inhale, reach up. What'd you say?
I said, this feels great.
Oh, good. And exhale, round. And then we'll lift all the way back up and then release your hands. Shake out your wrists, your fingers. We'll take a side stretch. You can do this with or without the arms. These are things you can control, you can decide. We'll stretch the arms up. And then press down into the feet and reach your arms all the way up. Maybe hands are touching. And then when you exhale, side stretch to one side. Yeah, and you can keep your feet together like you and I have.
Okay.
Or you can reach the foot of the same direction that you're bending out. Yeah, you got it. And then press out through the hip. This, I feel like, gets into the low back for me a little. Do you feel anything?
Oh, yeah.
Not that you have.
Absolutely.
All right, and then next time we inhale, we'll reach up, bring the feet together. And next time you exhale, side stretch in the opposite direction. And then same thing, that same side you're stretching towards the foot can come out. Maybe
Yeah,
this is
especially.
helpful for a little kickstand. Where do you feel it here? Yeah, that's right. I feel it.
Yep, especially right there. And for our fitness class today, we worked our obliques, our side plank, so that was a great stretch.
Oh, I love side plank. Oh, awesome. So now that we've warmed up the upper body a little bit, we'll come to stand in a tall, good posture. So in yoga, we call this mountain. Your feet are on the ground, your arms are reaching down, and you're standing up really tall. Just like what we did with the shoulders are away from the ears. And then you're wearing shoes, right?
No shoes. Should I get some shoes?
Okay, so then you can really feel the floor underneath your feet.
Absolutely.
If you are wearing shoes, you can do this too. Just like press your feet into the ground and then relax your toes.
Now, what do you recommend? Shoes or no shoes?
It doesn't matter. Whatever makes you feel comfortable. I don't like shoes, so I never wear shoes.
Oh, nice.
If I can. So then we'll work on our balance a little bit. I know with golf, you shift your weight.
Absolutely.
I was told I'm mini golf. But so we'll coordinate our movement with our breath. If you like, this is something you have control over. Do or don't do.
Okay.
Do or don't do with breath. So we'll lift our heels away from the ground, so we're just on our toes. And then we'll come back onto the heels, lift the toes. Yeah, and then 2 more times like this, come onto the toes, lift the heels. You got it, come onto the heels, lift the toes. Option to add the arms, reach the arms up as you come onto the toes. And then release the arms as you come back to the heels. Maybe this time with breath, inhale, reach the arms up, come onto the toes. You got it. And then exhale, come onto the heels, lift the toes.
Now, do you like the breath or no breath? Which one do you prefer?
I like the breath.
Nice.
I like to move with my breath.
Nice.
Yeah. I feel like it's helpful for me to stay focused on what we're doing.
Okay.
Stay focused on what we can control. Okay, so we're gonna add some stuff. So we know how to stand up in our mountain. This is mountain pose. Okay. Release your toes to the ground, and then we'll slowly sit down like we're gonna sit into a chair that's not there. So bend your knees. Your arms can be by your sides, your hands can be at your hips, or maybe you reach your arms up. Yeah. And then from the side, it looks kind of like a thunderbolt, you know, because it's like a little squiggly. And then can you press your seat back a little bit more? Can you sit a little bit lower? Maybe yes, maybe no.
I need some range of motion.
Can you sit for one more breath? And then come all the way up, and then release the hands. So you said you already did some stuff for the quads, the lower body, but we'll warm up the lower body just a couple breaths.
Oh, absolutely. We need it, especially after the workout this morning.
Strengthen the low body, yeah. So from our mountain pose, feet are on the floor, arms are by the sides, shoulders are relaxed away from the ears. When you're ready, we'll bend the knees back into our chair pose and reach the arms up. So we were just here. And then option to lower and stand with our breath. So if you're staying, you can stay and breathe and relax. If you're deciding to join, we'll inhale, straighten the legs, bring the arms by the sides. And then exhale, sit into your chair, reach your arms up. Yeah, 2 more like this. Exhale, stand up, release the arms. You got it. Inhale, sit low. One more time, exhale, stand up. And then inhale, sit low. And now we'll just come back to stand in our mountain. Shake out anything you need to shake out. So maybe now our bodies are warmed up. How are you feeling?
I feel great. I definitely need some mobility in just above my Achilles and my shin area, which is great to feel. So I love this. Love that.
Oh, nice. I'm feeling like my heart is beating really fast.
Yes.
And so it's hard for me to breathe. So it's helpful for me to breathe slow, smooth breaths to like calm my body down now that I'm like so warmed up.
Okay.
Okay, so now we'll do some other, some like twisting, standing, strengthening.
Okay.
So if you wanted to face the side like me, you can.
Okay.
In our mountain pose, feet are on the ground, arms are reaching down, shoulders are away from the ears. And then you can do the same side as me just for consistency. We'll step the right foot back. The right heel lifts away from the floor. And then the front knee is bent. And then the hands can be down by the sides, hands at hips, or maybe you reach your arms up. Yeah, and then press out through your back heel. This is a balanced posture. If you're feeling wiggly wobbly, remember that you can breathe, you can relax your shoulders, you can control how you show up for yourself here. And then when you're ready, we'll bring the hands down by the sides and then step the feet together. We'll take it to the other side so the other leg steps back. The back heel is lifted, the front leg is bent, and then the arms can be down. Maybe they're at your hips or maybe they're reaching up. These are things that you can decide. These are things that you can control. This is a balance. Breath is helpful. And then when you're ready, hands by the sides, and then step back. Now we're gonna either stay with that or we're gonna add some stuff.
Okay.
So from our mountain, we'll step the right leg back. The first side, the front knee is bent. Hands can be by your sides or reach them up.
Now is the heel on the ground?
We've been here before.
Is the heel on the ground?
The back heel is not on the
Okay.
ground. The front heel is.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, sorry, you can't see, I guess. So now we can add a twist to this already challenging balance if you like. So we're gonna twist towards the front leg and then stretch the arms long. You got it. And then come back to face forward. And then one more time, twist. Same direction, you got it. Come back to face forward. And then arms by the sides, feet together. Questions, comments, concerns?
Nope, I think that's great. We talked about
Good.
body mass today, so we got it. What we do to one side, we got to do to the other, I'm sure.
Yeah, there's only two sides.
Okay.
So now we'll step the other foot back. So take a giant step back with, for me, it's the left foot. The front knee is bent, stretch the arms up. And then you decide, you can control if you stay or if you take the twist. If you're twisting, you twist towards the front leg. Yeah, you got it. And then we'll come back to face forward. One more time, twist. You got it. Face forward. And then the arms come down, the feet come together. Nice. Shake it out, and then maybe we'll do one more time each side, a little bit quicker.
Okay.
With the breath.
Perfect.
Does that sound good?
Absolutely.
Okay. So we'll face whichever way we were facing. We'll do one side each time. Take a giant step back with the first leg. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, face forward. Exhale, step to the top. Or step together, sorry. Yeah. And then the other side. Take a giant step back. Second leg. Reach the arms up. Big breath in. As you exhale, twist. Yeah. Inhale, face up. And then exhale, back to our mountain. Nice. Shake it out. So that's some like strength, balance, adding the twist. I like your shaking. And I'll do a quad stretch.
Okay.
So if you're like me and you like to hold on to something, you can hold on to furniture or a wall.
I got a chair here.
Perfect. So you decide which foot, maybe your outside foot bends.
Okay.
Yeah. Same arm as leg. Reach down to bring your ankle into your hand. So I like to do the same arm and leg.
Oh, same arm and leg. Okay.
Yeah, but you can do whichever. This is the way that I like to do it. Maybe try something different today. See if you like this. And then keep your knees close together.
Okay.
And stand up really tall. So this is a thigh stretch.
Okay.
Do you guys do this in practice?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'll give a side angle for everybody.
Yeah, nice. I like to flex through my foot and press my foot into my hand.
Ah, okay.
In yoga, we call this dancer pose. You can stay like this or maybe reach your other arm up. It's added balance to an already challenging pose. So you decide, you have control over where you take the shape. Do you want to hold on to something, reach your arm up, or maybe you press your body forward? This is where I'm holding on to the wall. Nice! Breathe. You're already smiling. Notice how this maybe changes anything. And when you're ready, slowly come out of this.
Nice.
So you can take this to anywhere you want to go. How'd that feel?
That felt great. I like pressing the foot into the hand. I think that's a big key to also get some.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then with the knees close together, I feel more of a stretch here sometimes.
Absolutely.
So take it to the other side.
Okay.
Whichever side you didn't do, you can hold on to your furniture or your wall like me. Bend through the foot. Again, I prefer same hand as leg. This feels good for me. Press your foot into your hand. Knees are together. Yeah, you got it. And then you have your arm lifted away. Maybe this is where you want to go. This is your decision. You have control over this. Maybe you press forward. Breathe. If you're feeling wobbly like me, that's okay. You can come out whenever you want to come out. Shake it off. And then we'll come down to the floor to do some other stretches.
Nice. Okay.
So hopefully you can still see me. Maybe. Awesome. Such good effort today, Coach Lewis.
Thank you.
So bring that leg long towards away from your body.
Okay.
And then if you're tight in the hamstrings like me, you can bend the knees. I know it's hard to see.
Okay.
Or you can keep your legs straight. And then you decide, do you want to stand or stay lifted? Or did you want to fold a little bit towards your feet? You can hold on to your legs, the outside of your legs, your floor. And it's not so much about how far you go. Notice how you're showing up for yourself. Are you relaxing your shoulders? Are you breathing? These are things we can control. Sometimes we can't control how flexible we are.
You got that right.
Maybe we stay for another breath in. Another breath out. You decide if you want to stay longer, or when you're done, we'll come all the way back up. And then we'll come onto the floor. If you feel comfortable on the floor, you can also do this seated.
Okay.
You can release your body onto the ground. I'll try to adjust my phone so you can see me maybe. And then we'll bring one leg into the body and hold on to the back of the thigh. Yeah, your other leg can be bent or straight, doesn't matter. So this is a stretch for the low back, like you mentioned earlier.
Mm-hmm.
You can stay still, or perhaps you want to roll the ankle, wiggle the toes, crack the toes. then I have my other leg bent, but you have your other leg straight. You can see what works best for you. This is all something that you can control. Relax your head, relax your shoulders. And when you're ready, we'll switch sides. We'll bring that foot down to the ground and we'll switch sides. Yeah. You can hold on to your other leg. You can roll the ankle, wiggle the toes. The feet are so important in golf, right?
Absolutely.
The foundation.
Especially the mobility of the ankle.
Yeah, our ankles, I don't think, get enough attention for all that they do.
Yeah.
Maybe crack the toes if you like to do that. And then another stretch for the low back. You can bring both knees into the body if this feels comfortable for you. Relax your head and your shoulders into the ground. You can hold on to your thighs or your shins. You can be still, or you decide if you want to rock a little bit from side to side to massage the low back. Maybe rock your head from side to side. And then we'll release the feet to the floor. And then you decide, because you have control, how you want to be for the last like 2 minutes. Did you want to be lying down on the ground? Did you want to come to a seat for a little bit of relaxing? I'm going to sit up so you can see me. Maybe you can hear me better.
Sure.
But you can stay lying on the ground if you like.
Now, I have a question. I've
Yeah.
been reading a lot about box breathing. How do you, as a yoga instructor, what do you believe in different types of breathing, and do you like box breathing at all?
Is box breathing where you breathe in for 3, you hold for 3, you breathe out for 3?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do.
All right.
I like this one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Didn't mean to get ahead on
We
you.
didn't plan that, but I like it.
Didn't mean to get ahead on you.
So again, for me, I have a lot of anxiety and I can get like really worked up about silly stuff that does not matter.
You're not the only
So
one.
for me, it's helpful to, huh?
I said you're not the only one.
Oh, good. Sometimes I think I am. So the first step I've learned to notice when I'm feeling this anxious way, and again, like earlier, my heart beats fast and my breath is quick. So this kind of box breathing that we're going to do can be helpful no matter where you are, what's going on, to slow down the breath. And by slowing down the breath, we can slow down the heartbeat, and then everything sort of starts to calm. So feel free to join us. Feel free to just listen, and then I'll see how you feel. So your hands can be by your sides if you like. Also seated or lying down, maybe one hand to the heart, one hand to the stomach if you like, so you can feel the breath come and go. We'll just do 3 times, and you can start and stop when you like. This is something that is in your control. So if you're joining me, exhale completely. And take a slow, steady breath in for the count of 3, 2, 1. Pause at the top. 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 3, 2, 1. Pause on empty. 3, 2, 1. 2 more. Inhale for 3, 2, 1. Pause at the top. 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 3, 2, 1. Pause at the bottom. 3, 2, 1. Last time. Inhale for 3, 2, 1. Pause at the top. 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 3, 2, 1. Pause on empty. 3, 2, 1. This time, big breath in. Big breath out. If your hands are on your body, you can release. them. If your eyes are closed, maybe open them. And even when I say it, I feel a little bit calmer. Do you have any
Yeah,
feedback?
I think I definitely think I noticed my body control. I think sometimes it was hard to hold, especially on empty. That was tough. So maybe I needed a little more practice.
Well, and it's good to just notice where things come easy, where things are hard. It's not a big deal whether it's easy or not easy, but it's good to notice that if that's something that you want to work on, for sure, as long as you can count to 3, you can do it.
Absolutely.
So that is the end of our yoga today,
Nice.
but I just wanted to thank you for joining me. Thank you for having me on here today. And then just to remind us all that we cannot control everything. We can control our breath. The 4-count breath is what I call your box breath, if you like that.
Okay.
We can also control how we show up for ourselves, how we show up for each other, how we talk to ourselves, what we focus on, and what we spend our free time doing. So this is all within our control. You can do all these shapes again or never again. These are all things that you can decide.
Now,
do you have any questions for me?
With the exercises we just did, just for the people at home, do you recommend them every day, 3 times a day? How about breathing? Can we do it while we're not talking to people? How often can we box breathe, or how often can we do this type of yoga?
Yeah, I think these are great questions. You can do the box breath whenever, like you just need a moment, and you have some space. And then maybe like once a day, we moved our body in all different directions, especially like the cow-cat kind of shapes.
Okay.
When we're hunched over maybe. I think it's important to move our body in all directions every day. And just a little bit, I think, goes a long way. So even just like a breath or 2 in all of these shapes. So yeah, whenever
That's
you feel
great.
like it.
That's great.
I think.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. We were very excited to have you, and I think we all learned something new.
Thank you.
And hopefully we'll see you again.
Yeah, I would love to see you again. Enjoy the rest of this beautiful Monday.
Absolutely.
And stay safe. Wash your hands. Be kind to yourself.
Yes. All right. Thank you so much. You have a blessed day.
You too. Thanks, Coach Lewis.
All right. See you.
Bye.